Hi, today let's cover both instant segmentation and semantic segmentation. This means panoptic segmentation. So this would be our original image, and this would be a panoptic segmentation based on this image. So first of all the installation would be in my previous video tutorial. So this is the link. And also this video is part of a full playlist dealing with semantic segmentation tutorials, and this is the link for that as well. So let's start coding. May I remind you that the Decatron requires that the working folder will be the Decatron2 as main folder. So under this folder we will create a new Python file. Let's name it simple panoptic segmentation.py and let's start. So first of all we will import torch and some more relevant Python libraries like the Detectron2, NumPy and OpenCV, and let's load some more relevant functions and objects from Decatron2. We will import the model zoo, the default predictor engine, the getCFG function from the config library, and also the visualizer object as well. Okay, next. This is another function. Next, let's continue with loading our image. So this is the path for our original image. This is the image, the stretch image, and let's copy the path for this image. Okay, next, since this is a very large image, let's resize it to our needs. We will use OpenCV in order to resize it. Let's resize it by 30%. So let's grab the width of the image. So this is the code for reducing the width by the 30% scaling, and this is the height. Now, since we have the width and the height, we have a full dimension. Let's call it dim. And we will use the resize function from the OpenCV library in order to resize our image. Let's call it my new image. Okay, now we are ready. Let's show the image. Let's display it and let's run it. So this is only a double check just to see that everything is okay. Great. So this is our original image. Let's continue. So now it's the interesting part. Let's do the panoptic segmentation. So as I mentioned before, panoptic segmentation basically it's both instant segmentation and semantic segmentation. So let's use the getCFG function. This line obtain a config object for the panoptic segmentation. Then we will merge from a file. Basically, this line merge the config setting from the specific YAML file to the panoptic segmentation. So what would be our YAML file? So as you can see, this is the model zoo documentation, and this is the Coho panoptic segmentation, and we will choose the third one. We don't have to download any file, just give the right direction. So this is the right direction to this specific weights for the panoptic segmentation. So this line merge the config setting from a specific YAML file into the config object. Next, we have to deal with the weights. So once again, we will grab it using a model zoo, a function named get checkpoint URL, and this line sets the weights of the panoptic segmentation model to the pre-trained weights obtained from the model zoo. As always, I will leave a link for the code so you can download the code and use it instead of typing the code. Now, if you have a GPU, you don't need this line. This a GPU card with the Detectron2 works well on a Linux machine. On a Windows machine, you need to use the CPU. So in order to do that, we have to add this line. Next, we have to define the predictor. This line creates a predictor object using the config Panoptic segmentation model. And the next line uses the predictor to obtain the Panoptic segmentation mask and the information about the segment, how to segment it from the image. Now we are dealing with the visual part. So in order to do that, we have to grab the image, the result image from the predictor. So this line, this is a class by the Detectron2 that it used to visualize predictors on images, and we use this NumPy array inside the myNewImage to slice in the operation. In OpenCV, the images are loaded as a BGR, blue, green, red, as a default. Therefore, this line reverses the order of the color channels, effectively converting the image from BGR to RGB format. Next, the draw panoptic segment prediction. This line draws the panoptic segmentation on the image using our visual object. Next, we need to grab the image, the segmented image, out of the out variable, and we are converted it back to an BGR format, BGR color format, in order to display it using OpenCV. And let's add the IMShow function in order to display both the original image and the predicted image. And let's see the result. Great. As you can see, on the left side it's the original image, and on the right side it's a panoptic segmentation image. So now you can see the predicted objects, persons, car, trees. Very nice. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you very much. Bye bye.